there was a young man who was born under an unlucky star. You know the kind whose birth chart predicts nothing but tragedy and doom. His parents died when he was just a baby. He grew up in an orphanage, and as a young man left it to fend for himself. Soon enough, his bad luck caught up with him. He lost his job, his home, and everything that made life worth living. When he looked up in the sky, the only thing that greeted him was a cold, uncaring universe. Fate, it seemed, had a cruel joke to play on him. One day, defeated and dejected, he walked into a forest and hung himself. As he sat there, waiting for death to embrace him, he heard a voice that said, "You shouldn't do this. It's not worth it." He looked around and saw an old man with a long white beard. Startled, the young man asked, "Who are you?" The old man replied, "I am Death. And you, my child, are supposed to die tomorrow." Confused, the young man asked, "Why not today?" Death smiled and said, "Because today you are needed somewhere very important." He then disappeared, and the young man found himself back on the ground. Moments later, a police officer arrived at the scene and saved his life. Once the officer cut the rope, the young man sat up and noticed a small box nearby. Inside the box was a note that read, "If you survive, take this box with you wherever you go. It will ensure your survival." The note was signed, "Your guardian angel." From that day on, the young man carried the box everywhere. It became his most prized possession and the reason for his survival. One day, many years later, while sorting through his things, he came across the box. As he opened it, a blinding light filled the room. Startled, he looked inside and saw the old man from the forest. "You have a lot of explaining to do," said the young man, to which the old man calmly replied, "I am Death, and you are supposed to die today." Confused, the young man asked, "But why?" "I thought I was supposed to die yesterday," Death explained. "You were, but your guardian angel saved you. He wanted you to live and gave me explicit orders not to take your life, but he only postponed your death. You see, your time is up now." The young man panicked and pleaded for more time, but Death wouldn't budge. Just when he thought all hope was lost, a blinding light filled the room. His guardian angel stood before him and said, "Don't be afraid, my son. I am here to help you." Then turning to Death, he said, "I have a gift for you." Before Death could react, the angel placed a small pebble in his hand and said, "Take this with you. Wherever you go, it will ensure your survival." Death looked at the pebble in his hand and smiled. He knew the true meaning of the gift. It was a reminder that even he, Death, wasn't exempt from the rules of the universe. He had to abide by them, just like everyone else. As he watched the angel disappear, he realized that he didn't want to take the young man's life. In fact, he felt a strange connection with him. Death decided to give him another chance. He would let him live, but on one condition: he must carry the pebble with him for the rest of his life. That way, whenever Death came for him, he would be ready. The young man accepted the condition without hesitation. From that day forward, Death and the young man became friends. They met regularly, and Death shared with him the secrets of the universe. The young man learned about the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of living each day to the fullest. He also learned that death was not something to be feared, but a natural part of life. Now, I ask you, what is the biggest lesson you have learned in your life? Please share it with us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your support. Thank you.